Hello everyone. So this is my fifth video, I believe, and today we will be disassembling our 10 amp 12 volt battery charger from John Bedini, purchased through TeslaChargers.com, made by John Bedini, EnergenX company. John Bedini is already dead. His brother Gary Bedini is already dead too, and the only person who's still alive, somehow affiliated with EnergenX company, is the Aaron Murakami, and this guy. He just sells the scam stuff, fraud stuff, fraudulent stuff that doesn't work. With regards to these ones, is that these battery chargers, as I have to tell you, none of them actually rejuvenates your batteries. I jumped on the bandwagon some time ago when they were promising people that everybody would be able to make money out of that by rejuvenating batteries from almost dead batteries, making almost like brand new batteries. So what? Guess what? I jumped on the bandwagon, purchased lots of these chargers. This is not all of them yet. I'm just showing you just a part of it. I purchased 6 chargers from different chargers, from this company, from EnergenX, from TeslaChargers.com, which Aaron Murakami runs. And these batteries actually, these chargers kill your batteries in the end. So I have to tell you that in truth, is that because it didn't take me a year. It took me more than a year to find out that these chargers kill, and they continue killing my batteries. I had total of 14 batteries, 5 deep cycle marine batteries, and 9 lawn and garden type batteries. And these chargers, when I was charging them throughout the years, they killed my batteries. So they do charge your batteries, but they also shorten their life. I don't know how, or in which kind of way, but I wouldn't be doing this video. I would be happy to just use these chargers and be happy to use them and rejuvenate my batteries, but none actually of any kind of battery that I had, the used ones and brand new ones, the used ones that I had from my friends, or my brand new batteries, which these chargers killed. I was never able to rejuvenate either used ones or to maintain my brand new batteries in tip-top shape. All of my brand new batteries died, all of them, all single one of them, but 2 of the batteries. So those 2 batteries, besides, I'm going to show you that I used before. So this is my small set here. This is the rest. This is actually what's left of it, because everything was here on the big table before. So only 2 right now are left. This one and this one, 2 connected in parallel to make 12 volts. Actually, this is 12 volts. This is 12 volts. They're connected in parallel. This one and this one died. This one died about 5 weeks ago. This one died maybe about 2 weeks after this one died. So I just did some measurements on this battery. It is dead battery as well. If you don't believe me, go back to my previous video, watch my video number 4, where I take apart a universal charger, and I will be able to. I actually did some measurements of these batteries, and I showed it to you what's going on, what's happening. But I'm telling you, these batteries, doesn't matter if it's solar tracker or if it is regular plug-in chargers that you can plug into the wall, they kill your batteries. Your batteries would actually last much longer without these freaking chargers. Well, the reason I bought them, as I told you before, I jumped on the bandwagon because of the promise. When Gary and John Bedini were still alive, and Peter Murakami, Aaron Murakami, Peter Lindemann, they were telling me several times that you would be able to give your batteries, rejuvenate your batteries and maintain them in really good shape. And even when you died at the old age, you would be able to give your batteries to your grandkids. That's what they told me. That's how long your batteries would last, actually, by using these chargers. But these chargers don't work. This is why I'm so upset that they're still scamming people. Right now, there still is the guy, Aaron Murakami. He's still got his TeslaChargers.com. He's promoting the Bedini book. He's promoting any kind of videos that he can by, by making some fraudulent, statements that his RPX machine allegedly, is able to work on the same principle as Rife machine to cure cancer, to cure diseases, but but it doesn't work, guys, because first of all, he doesn't give you a refund if the machine doesn't work for you, if you don't get cured, or if you do not. I'm talking about the RPX machine. I'm not talking about the charger. Right now, you can actually look it up yourself. Go into through EnergyScienceForum.com, and the forum is actually full of people who are against people like me. When I tell the truth, when I tell people, look, I've got all the battery chargers. This is worth over $5,000 battery chargers, and I've tested them for years. I've tested my batteries for years. I've been charging them for years. I never used my batteries. I only did keep my batteries afloat to keep them rejuvenated, to keep them in good shape, because I'm still preparing my my solar panels, my battery banks. But I wanted to get a Trojan battery. But after I found out that these chargers kill the batteries, I have that idea actually, against buying any more batteries. And I actually want to do is I want to take these units apart, show them to you, tell them what it is that they don't really charge. They charge your batteries, but don't really maintain the rejuvenation process. They kill your batteries. All of my batteries died. Please watch my videos. They're gonna be, some of their links gonna be down below in the description video. Click on my channel. You'll see all of my videos. Watch from number one. Maybe the first one's gonna be lengthy a little bit. I'm trying to make them a little bit shorter for you. Try to watching video from number one to all the way to number 6 or 7 or 8 and so on. So I'll be doing some more videos. I'll be showing you everything. I'm actually exposing all this bullshit that this company is promoting, that EnergenX is promoting, and so on. This RPX machine, the technology that allegedly cures cancer, kills viruses based on the frequency of that Rife was using. Read all the emails that I had with Aaron Murakami. You will see all the BS that he was telling me in his description. He was telling me, he was insulting me publicly in his forum. He was insulting me and belittling me, and everything I have documented in his messages. And at the end, he banned me because I started showing people the truth. I proved to him I did purchase the chargers, that my batteries did really die from them. He wasn't able to respond to me. He was just trying to belittle to me, to put me down, to silence me. So that's it. Here I am, with all these chargers right now. Please look at my other videos. You'll be able to see how I open these units, what's inside of these units, and we'll find out what's inside of all these units that I have. These are the 3 units. This is the 4th unit. I also disassembled the 2A12 plug-in charger, and also I disassembled the universal charger. These units are expensive units. They were expensive at the time when John Bedini died. Well, about this one unit cost, for example, $1,500. But I purchased them a little bit cheaper still at that time when John Bedini was much more alive than at the end of his career. Basically he died in 2016. November, I believe. Everything is, you can find somewhere online if you Google it. So we're going to disassemble today this unit over here. This is 10 12 volt battery charger. It's a plug-in charger. I already put the clips, the alligator clips on the battery, which is in a good shape. That's the one that I purchased recently this year. I'm not charging it with these batteries. With this chargers, I'm charging that, maintaining with a regular charger that you can charge your car with and so on. With the regular charger, not some kind of crappy Bedini stuff and so on. This is over-exaggerated. Bedini stuff, guys, is over-exaggerated. There's no free energy bullshit and so on. I'm telling you now. The Aaron Murakami promotes his book, but first of all, you can find the book through torrents. Don't have to buy anything. Everything is available, guys, through torrents, through online. Just go look for it. It's available. Go to Demonoid. Go to Pirate Bay. Go to other trackers. There are other trackers available. Look at at the big nations like Spanish nation, Mexican nation, for example, Russian, Chinese. They have websites with trackers. Lots of trackers available. You'll find lots of books available about Jan Bedini, how to build your own almost cheap or very cheap SG, for example, schoolgirl as a circuit. Or I will be able to show you how to build one of these in due time, because I'm gonna disassemble all of them apart, show you what's inside, because most of the units are potted, some of them are not potted, so I'll be able to show you all the secrets and how they did it and so on. So I'm telling you again, don't buy the chargers, don't buy the RPX, don't buy anything from that company, because their claim are not substantiated. Their claim has no refund. You buying the units, that RPX machine is for experimental purposes only. There's no refund, guys. Not only you have to spend $300 for the RPX, but you also have to buy extra equipment, and they're asking you to buy analyzers and frequency generators and so on, and special coils they have to do. If you're smart enough, if you know about some of the electronics, you can build one yourself or ask your friend, but don't buy experimental, guys, because the experimental devices. I bought lots of units from different manufacturers, not only these ones, but I purchased the medical devices from different manufacturers, claiming in parentheses that it's gonna cure you, it's gonna help you feel better, it's gonna kill viruses and bacteria, it's gonna treat you from diseases. But it's bullshit. It's crap. First of all, when you buy the unit, you have to take months to test the unit on yourself. When you go to to the doctor, you do test results, blood results. Doctor tells you, what? It's all the same, nothing changed. So you get mad. You go to the company. First of all, your warranty expires. 30 days warranty, for example, expires. If you're not happy, you cannot bring back the unit. The Aaron Murakami does the same thing with his RPX machine. RPX machine says it's experimental test device, $300 minimum. You cannot run it just like that. You have to buy extra equipment. That's gonna be $500 or more. Then it's gonna put you down money-wise. You're gonna bring up the hope that it's gonna cure you. You're gonna treat something. But then when nothing happens, you cannot prove it unless you have a blood result. When blood results turns out negative, you have no change in your blood system, in a viral count, for example. You cannot go back to the company, because the company says we have no refund, we have no claims. You cannot claim anything because we didn't say anything that it cures. But they do say that it's based on Rife device. They do make a little trail for you to go around the Rife device is based on Rife machine. Royal Raymond Rife was a living legend in 1900s. Basically, maybe about at the end of 1800 years or 1900 years, he was still alive at that time. So he was building one of the microscopes. So basically, you can read about that. Just type in Royal Raymond Rife. So RPX allegedly is based on Royal Raymond Rife device, but it doesn't do crap. It doesn't do anything. Zero, nada, zilch. It doesn't do anything. So don't believe in this free energy crap. This is bullshit, because John Bedini never sold anything free energy. And these batteries, they do charge these chargers, they do charge your batteries, but your batteries last shorter amount of time, and they died. Trust me, believe me, I didn't charge them for a month or two. I charged them for years. They were floating for me for years. My batteries were brand new. Just watch my videos below, I'm asking you, and you will be the judge of that. Just watch all of my videos, you will be able to see. So this is the 80 amps unit is 12 volts, and this is the 80 amp unit as well. It's 24 volts. So I purchased all of them at that time when there was a bandwagon crazy deal, hype deal about this rejuvenation and make your own business by rejuvenating other people's batteries and so on, and make your own money and so on. So it's all bullshit, it's all crap, guys. So we're going to disassemble this unit now. I'm a little bit hyper, I'm a little bit obsessed that these guys are mistreating other people, defrauding other people, scamming other people. And I'm going to open it up and show it to you what it really is. If you really want to buy that RPX, you buy some of the chargers, put them on float, don't take them off float, and let it float for, let it rejuvenate for as long as you want. But you will see your battery will eventually shorten, just like mine. I'm not sure what's happening with all of them, but they either shorten inside, they die, the voltage drops, the water level is okay in there, they're all distilled water, all is fine. I know how to maintain, my batteries. I know, like pretty well about some of the electronics and electricity stuff. So I do know, what I'm talking about. So here it is. Let's go, and we will disassemble one of these and take a look. This is my 5th video. Sign up for my channel, and I'll be back shortly. I forgot to tell you is that I plugged this unit in, so we're going to push this button over here. There's a button to push. This is a fuse. If something goes wrong, the fuse just pops out. This model is RC-10A-12, 10 amps, 12 volts. So off, on. There's no really on, off. It's only one button, in or out. That's it. So we're going to push the button right now. I connected the alligator clips to the battery, and we're gonna see what happens. The battery is brand new. It's been charged before with my other, regular charger, not Bedini charger, but regular store purchase charger that doesn't kill batteries. And I'm just, keep it on maintenance flow, recharge it like, once a week and so on. So we're gonna push a button. We're gonna try it a little bit. I'll show you, like what's happening, what's going on. And there, push the button. The fan started in the back. Make some noise. And hopefully, because the battery is already charged, hopefully when the battery comes closer to the 15-volt charge, this green light will start blinking, and then it eventually has to be green. So I'm going to put it on pause and I'll show you what's gonna be happening. So here you go. So it's been about 2-3 minutes and this light started blinking. Well, it blinks because the closer the battery comes to the top voltage, about 15 point something volts, then it starts blinking. And when it comes to really like close charge, when it's really like considered to be charged, this one's supposed to be more off, the red's supposed to be go off, and this one green's supposed to be more on. So we're gonna wait for a couple of more more minutes, and I'll be able to show you what's gonna be happening. And we'll also make a little measurement there on the other battery there, on the brand new battery that I've never charged with this charger. I'm not really charging with this. This is just for test purposes, 5 minutes, and that's it. I'll never charge it again. So even though it blinks here, I'm gonna show you. I'm not sure how long I have to wait for it to fully turn on green and the red should be off. But I'm gonna show you now the voltage on the battery that this charger is charged to, and you will be able to take a look. So I'm gonna put this one on here, and then I'm gonna show you my voltage here. So this is the battery. This is a brand new battery. I never charged it with these chargers. This is just for a test purpose to show that it's been fully charged, how it looks like it. I didn't want to disconnect my other system here. These are the only two batteries which are still alive. These two, this one, and these two have already died. This one died and this one died. So it was my system. I had actually a much more bigger system across this whole big table. I had lots of batteries, and they were on the floor as well. I was charging them, but they were dying one by one. So there, it's kind of hard to maintain this with one hand and do everything else. So right now this is the voltage that I charged to, 15.25, 26 volts, and the red light is still on, the green light is still blinking. This is 10A12 charger. So when it's usually like in a floating mode, sorry guys, the video just cut off. So I was saying is that I put them later on charge, all these batteries, and they were perfect. They were just floating. This red light was off, green light was on all the time, and they were perfect until one day two of these just died, just like usual. Nothing usual happened. So let me stop rambling. So this is the voltage over here. This is the voltage of this brand new battery that I never charged before. I just maintained this charged, not with Bedini but with regular car charger or plug-in charger that you charge your car battery with. So there. So let me show you again that the green lights of this battery, the green lights of this charger here. So that's how it usually goes. So with a little bit more time, this one will be flickering or turning on more green. The duration of green would be more, and then the duration of red would be less. So that's when it's supposed to be that you will know that it's fully on. So but I'm not gonna wait for this because I never charged with this one particular, that brand new battery or anyone, because it might ruin my battery. So we're going to disassemble this unit now, and we'll see what's inside. And to turn this off, you just have to push the button here again. As you can hear, the fan in the back turns off, and then this one's gonna stay on because the alligator clips are still connected to the battery. So here's the unit. I put it on the table here, so hopefully you'll be able to see it well enough because it's kind of a big unit. If you measure the unit, it has 7.5 inches widthwise, and lengthwise it has 10.5 inches. So there you go. And the height is approximately, let's say like 6.5 inches height as well. Alright, so and now we're going to disassemble this unit and see what's inside of this unit. Because, well, let me get my electric screwdriver instead. There's lots of there are a lot of screws on the sides here, so I'll be able to disassemble it for you. You'll be able to see what's inside of this battery charger that allegedly rejuvenates, but it kills your batteries. You can fast forward a little bit, or you can listen to my rambling a little bit, whatever you prefer. These units I purchased several years back. John Bedini was still alive, much more earlier than when he was still alive, maybe in 2011. That's when I jumped on this bandwagon of hype from Murakami, Bedini. Now I'm really upset that they do kill my batteries. I addressed this issue several times with Murakami, and I posted it when Bedini was still alive on the forum, but they ignored me. These guys just were telling me that it's my fault, I did something wrong there, and so on, but how can you be wrong? You know, you buy so many chargers, you know what you're doing, you buy the batteries. I understand some things in electronics and electricity to know well enough that they're not supposed to kill your batteries. But by promising the people that these devices will rejuvenate and it turns out otherwise, this is fraud and scam. It's a big issue. And now this Murakami, he's selling another device, another RPX scam. And as usual, he says there's no claims, there's no refund, there's no returns. So guys, if you don't get cured, or your mom doesn't get cured and she dies because of that, because she wasted the time and you spend the money, you know, blame it on Murakami. Blame it on Tesla chargers. Because they're the ones who are promoting this technology, promising you a lot, saying it's a test device. They're building allegedly a story. They're behind, you know, connected to Rife and John Bedini, but they're just collecting money from you. They're profiteers. They're, you know, bastards. You know, that's what they are. You know, they're just. I cannot believe that people would just treat other people this way. You know, if you have a device, you know, for God's sake, you prove that it works. You know, you do a blood test. You know, I'm talking about with regards to RPX. If this is the works, you know, then how come, if these things work, then how come the battery keep on dying, you know, year after year, they keep on dying. It didn't rejuvenate a single battery, having so many chargers. They have over six chargers in total. I wasn't able to rejuvenate a single battery. I was not able to maintain the rejuvenation, and they just kept on dying one by one. So what is it, huh? Is it batteries from Walmart? Each one of them was defective? Huh? Bullshit. That's what I'm saying. So let's take a look at this. Ooh, let's take a look at this. See something interesting in there. I've never opened this before, so I'm doing it for the very first time with all of you. And we're going to take a look. I'll show you. Let me see. Yeah, you can see something. So let me show you some good, interesting stuff here. I've never opened this before. This 10A12 before. Says here 240 volts transistor 52113. That's when I purchased this unit. 2013. That's when it was made. Because I remember I ordered several of the units, and the Peter Lindemann, you know, he said, we don't have the units in stock right now. We're gonna make it. We're gonna ship it to you, and so on and so on. Well, you know, once they're ready. So why 240 volts is that? Because I also have this transformer I use, so it doesn't really mean, you know, matter to me which kind of voltage and so on. So I use whatever is, you know, compatible, you know, with me. I can use 110, I can use 240 volts and so on. I have lots of devices with 110 and 240 volts. So it's not a problem. Transformers are very, very cheap. You can buy a good transformer for like $50 off of eBay with free shipping, and there you are. So we have a fan here, as you can see. Let me turn it this way a little bit so you will be able to see more. So we have a fan. It's model 148A333. It's 24 volts DC. It consumes 0.12 amps. So it's by AAVID. The model lot 0B213238. So basically, it's not really important. It's just a fan. So we also have a cap here. As you notice, this cap, as in my previous video, if you were able to see my previous video, just go to my channel and click on my nickname there, the channel of my nickname. It's Truth Expose. I made a video just before this one. It was a universal charger. I believe they also have a cap. B1 like this one. It's 35 volts, 27,000 microfarads. And you see it's 85 volts. It's not 105 volts, for example. It's 85 volts. So in that charger that I disassembled earlier, I think in video number 4. No, I'm sorry, it's not actually 4. It's video number 3. Check out my video number 3, where this cap is enclosed in a closed space and it's warm. It's kind of hot inside there. It's warm, more than warm, and its electrolyte is gonna dry up much faster. And the problem with this, when you spend so much money for 1,500, first of all, something breaks down, you cannot repair it. Why? Because it's all potted, guys. For example, it's all potted, so you cannot repair this unit. And then second of all, the unit is gonna die faster when it's enclosed and this electrolyte is inside. And in video number 3, I showed it to you that electrolyte, the electrolytic cap there is right close to the sink, and it's enclosed in a small tight space there, and it gets warm. So electrolyte is gonna dry up much faster than it's gonna die. When it dies, you cannot replace it. You have to throw the whole unit away because this whole thing is potted all the way to the bottom. You won't be able to just pop it up and replace it because the bottom it's potted as well. So the next thing that we have here, as you can see, this whole area here, this is the main brain of the unit here. The main brain of the unit is, as you can see, is potted as well. It's potted as well. So let me shine. I'm not sure if shining the light is better for you or not. Maybe not. Hope it's gonna be bright enough. That's the way it is. So we have a connection here, and this is this goes to alligator clips, and I'm surprised that this one is a little bit messed up here. As you can see, it's torn here a little bit. I'm not sure why, either from heat or not, but let me just in case shorten it a little bit, because I don't want to get zapped by this 27,000 microfarads 35 volts cap. That could be that could have actually a lethal consequences for me. It's not really like a lot, it's 35 volts, but you know, if my skin resistivity is not high enough, it might actually pop through my skin and zap me pretty good. So try to shorten this way. Now try to shorten this way. Maybe I'll just shorten this way over here too. There, I just connected this way in case something's gonna happen. And man, so it's so hard to do anything here with this because I'm holding with one hand, but it's okay. All right, so we have here another connection. I've never seen this before, so it's gonna take me a little bit of time to figure out, but I won't be able to really tell you a lot because everything is potted. This is a big transformer that we have. It's made in China. The model number, if you would like to know, that's the model number. I'm going to read it to you. If you cannot, probably won't be able to see it, but it's the first line EIA-17-1227-1A. Then second line says AXM B3, and third line says made in China. And then on the back here it says Triad VPS 364800. So basically you can probably see it pretty much well from now on. It says it's probably made in Germany. It's made in China, but it's probably designed in Germany. because there are some German writings in here. On this side we have I guess primary and secondary, or primary and secondary if it lowers the voltage like it's supposed to be doing. These are, we have bridge rectifiers here, 2 of them. I don't know the model number of these. I do. So here it is. You'll be able to see it. Let me get my flashlight. You'll be able to see the model number by yourself. So I'm going to read it to you. Maybe you won't be able to see it clearly. I'm not sure. But the model number is G as in G. So G as in, for example, Georgia, B as in British, P as in Papa, C as in Charlie, 5010. So GBP C 5010. So it's a bridge rectifier here. We have 2 of these, and it's connected. It's connected to this transformer as well over here. So it comes through a transformer, goes to this bridge rectifier. The rest goes to this what's this? Okay. So this is a power supply here in the back. That's the power supply. This is a power supply. This is a power supply. Comes through here. Goes through the fuse. The power supply goes through the fuse, comes out through the fuse, goes to this on-off button over here. From this on-off button goes back to the fuse. And then we have this red one is okay, I see. So this rectifier is over here. This one rectifier, as I can see, it's connected to the alligator clips that comes out. This is a red wire that comes out through here and goes to the clips. That's the red wire. And the other one, the red wire comes here, goes this way, and goes to the other rectifier. So basically, it rectifies and comes out to the exit, to the alligator clips, to these clips over here, through the rectifier. And then how does it get to the rectifier? Well, the negative comes from this circuit here. No, it's not warm. I just thought it was warm. The negative comes from this circuit here. Bullshit. There's another crap here. You see this cap over here? You see the LED? This is a huge big LED. I won't turn the light anymore for a while. And there's a cap. Not only this cap is spotted here, but this small cap over here is spotted as well. Half of it is spotted. And this cap over here, it's spotted as well. So it's buried into the spotting compound. And you won't be able to do anything with it if it goes bad. 0. So I just hope they're really good quality. They're gonna last for 10 years or so. Not sure. And then you just have to basically throw the unit away, because if you purchase the unit when they were selling it for $1,500, one unit like this, 10A12. No, actually this is not 10. This is not $1,500. The S80 24 volts and 12 volts was $1,500. I don't remember how much I paid for this one. Maybe let me show you. Hold on. On my list of prices. So some time ago, I guess in 2013, when it says here when I probably bought it, if that's 2013 or earlier, I couldn't have bought. It's not my writing, so I couldn't have bought it in earlier. So somewhere during that time, 13 or close to the middle 13 or the end of 13, I believe. That's when I purchased this particular unit. And this unit I purchased with these other units over here. So I'm not sure if you can see it well or not, but this unit 10A12, it's on the bottom here. That's the bottom one. With USA shipping here, it says $538 at that time in 2013. So this is 2017, July. And basically the unit probably would be now about $700 probably, or somewhere in that area. I don't remember the exact amount, but I can tell you maybe later. If you just remind me in some of the messages there, I'll be able to Google and see how much it was when John Bedini died. So there, basically the unit right now would be about $700, $600, $700. So if one of the caps goes bad, basically you're doomed, because you cannot do anything. You cannot do zero, basically, you know. So we do have transformer, we do have the fuse over here, we have two huge LEDs here, and we have two bridge rectifiers here. As I mentioned before, you already know the brand of this, the model of this. We have a cap here. It's 27,000 microfarads, 85 degrees Celsius here on it, and it's up to 35 volts. The lot number or something else here, it says 2803. Maybe that's a lot number. We do have another cap here right close to it over here. This one, it's a brownish cap. KZL, I forgot KZL, I forgot the brand name. It's a popular brand name as well, and it's rated up to 105 degrees Celsius, and I don't see the voltage on it because it's, I think it's 25 volts. Let me try to wipe it a little bit there. Yeah, 25 volts. I don't see how many microfarads, but there's another one that's very similar. This one over here. This is another one. It's 25 volts, it says, and I'm not trying to see. 400. I think it's 470. Yeah, 470 microfarads. Yeah, 470 microfarads. So we got three caps in this unit right now, and this one is time resettable fuse here. So if more current goes through the unit, for example, this one's resettable. It has to cool off though. That's the only negative thing, is it has to cool off before you can plug turn the unit back again. We have a huge LED here, huge, and by huge I'm telling you, how huge is that? If we try to measure it in inches, it's kind of hard to measure it in inches. Maybe it's I think it's a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch. Tiny bit more than 1/4 of an inch. If we measure it in let me see, if we measure it in centimeters, for example, right? We measure it in centimeters, it's going to be, yeah, about 1 centimeter. About 1 centimeter in diameter. So there. So we have, what else do we have here? We have transistor here, some kind of transistor right here. What is it? Sorry guys, the video got cut off again because I got only 20 minutes on this video. This is a transistor we have, this one. This transistor, we cannot see anything on it because the whole thing is potted here. Even the name is potted, so I'm unable to show to you the name of this transistor here. So we're looking from a different angle here. And as you can see here, I'm unable to, you won't be able to see anything because not only it's potted, there's nothing else you can see. Here we have, then another thing that you can see a little bit is that this one is a variable resistor here that you can actually adjust. And there's a little adjustable knob here that you would be able to adjust that thing. So if you need to, we can really adjust that thing if we really need to. So one day I'll be able to screw it up a little bit, to screw it a little bit and see where it goes, how low or how high. Maybe you could even adjust it to be more than, well, if the units are all the same, transformer could be the only thing that's different. So you could even adjust it, instead of 12 volts, you could make it 24 volts. That's what I'm just thinking, if it's so if you need to have a 16 volts floating, you can make it 16 volts floating. If you could make it lower, 6 volts even, I'm pretty sure maybe you could even screw it to make it 6 volt if you have some kind of battery that you need to charge. But this one delivers 10 amp at the maximum power. Of course it's going to deliver less if you need to have it less, but it will deliver 10 amps at the maximum power when it needs to. So what else we have over here? As you can see out there, maybe it's better without the light. Over here, as you can see another transistor here. It's right embedded inside. It's like inside of a stone, and there's nothing. I cannot even see or read what kind of transistor it is. It just lays there in a potting compound. So pretty much, I'm not sure why they put this LED here on. Maybe this is just for testing purposes, to test if the unit works or not, how it functions. But I'm just wondering, if the caps go bad, how are you going to replace it? For example, if the caps, they pop, or with time the electrolyte dries up, and eventually they will fail. And how will you be able to replace them? I guess maybe it's possible if you cut the cap in half, find the negative and positive in there, and just attach your regular capacitor on top of it, just like this one. But you have to be careful, because you can destroy with these tiny ones over here that just pops a little bit. You can destroy, if you're not careful enough, you can. I'm not even sure if it's even possible. With the big one, I'm pretty sure it will be possible, because it's a really huge one. So there, and I guess there's nothing else in here to show you. I have already disassembled 4 units for you. 4 units. This was my 4th unit and 5th video, and as you can see, this is a John Bedini built, EnergenX company built, sold by TeslaChargers.com by Murakami and Peter Lindemann to me. It's called Rejuvenator Series 10 12 volt battery charger. This is charging, it says. This is charged, the green charge. So EnergenX battery charging solutions that make a difference. Yeah, it kills your batteries. Your batteries actually do not last long, or do not last, actually, they kill your batteries. Your batteries don't last longer with these units. They last shorter time, much shorter time. They kill the units. I've been using these chargers, on and on, I guess, since 2013. So there. So there's nothing. This says a model over here, model RC-108-12. Before operating, read owner's manual. I do have owner's manual on all of these units. It's made in USA. And pretty much, guys, there's nothing else. The only brains are here is this unit over here. So if you have nothing to do, if you have lots of time on your hands and you're very good with your hands and with your tools, you can buy one of these units somewhere, open up all this compound somehow with a filer or sandpaper or something else, and then I'm not sure, maybe you could use some kind of chemical to dissolve this compound, or bake it again somehow to make it all gluey and sticky, and you will be able to take a look how it's made actually, but right now, I won't be able to tell you, because I cannot see anything, if I would see anything. But I have a secret for you. We're gonna take a look at some other units. I have 2 more units left for you. We'll be able to take a look, and there's gonna be a secret, a good surprise there. So that's it. If you have any questions, just sign up for my channel, likes, dislikes, and then you could ask me some questions in the comment boxes. If you're very negative, I'm going to ban you, because I don't like negative people. I'm telling you the truth. That's why the channel is called Truth Expose. I'm exposing the truth. I'm exposing all the lies that the company has. Look at that. They didn't even put a screw in here. They put a screw on this side. That's how sloppy the job. How sloppy they did of a job here. They put a screw on this side. They put a screw on this side. But on this side they didn't put a screw, even though they had enough room and place to put a screw there and fasten this heavy transformer to here. But what a sloppy job. Shame on them, that they did such a sloppy job. But really, there is no point to pay so much money for the unit that kills your battery. So never buy any RPX, never buy anything from Tesla chargers, because these guys are just profiteers. They just make money. They just deceive people into believing something that there is, but there is actually none. And these ones, even the units here, you cannot claim that the units don't work right away, because allegedly they work. They charge batteries, but your batteries with time, they die. So there, let's take a look. And I did charge my batteries for many years, and they did keep on dying, kept on dying and dying. So that's the back of the unit here. have to plug in your power supply. This is your output for your alligator clips, for these ones here. And as you notice, I'm not keeping them together. I am right now, just just to short. But usually when it runs, you don't clip them like this. You do clip them by this rubber band over here, like that, to keep it safe, to be safe for the capacitor and so on. And yeah, maybe I forgot to tell you this, the numbers or the readings of this resettable fuse. So resettable fuse, it says China on the bottom, and on the top it says WPRE, WPRE. Right over here, maybe you won't be able to see too much, but let me put on hold, make a picture. So alright guys, so on the back of this resettable fuse, these are the numbers that I see. I'm not sure if you can see too well or not, but these are there. You can see it now. It says XX. It's not really XX, but it's a brand 30 or 3Q, and then it says UF800. Ultra fast. I'm not sure if it's ultra fast. And then the other side of this resettable fuse, I believe it's a resettable fuse because that's how they usually look like. It says here China on the bottom line, and on the top line it says WPRE. So there. Just Google it, see what it is. And that's it. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else in the unit that I can show you. There's nothing else, that there's just this one is all aluminum thing here. It's like aluminum bed. Everything sits in this aluminum bed, and so they made it this way. All the brains are inside. They're all potted inside there as well. So there. So that's it. Thank you everybody for listening, for subscribing to my channel. Invite your friends. Tell your friends that these really units don't work. I'm not sure, some people still sell this, but I don't recommend buying these units anymore. Don't buy this anymore. Just buy a regular, buy a regular car charger, seriously, like this one. It's not a car charger, it's a regular battery charger, but there is a universal one. You can charge a 9-volt battery here, C and D batteries and so on. And if you need some kind of other unit, buy some kind of other unit, but don't buy this crap. First of all, look at this. Capacitors are all potted. You cannot, if something goes wrong, you cannot replace it, you cannot change it. You spend $700, it's gonna last you, several years. If you use it often, very often, the capacitors, of course, will go faster on you. If you don't use it often, the capacitors will last longer for you, but they also have a short life because electrolyte dries up. Inside there is a liquid, electrolyte dries up. Those ones as well. So the capacity drops. If the capacity drops, your results will be different. If there's a timer inside based on this, it will give you a different charge rate, for example. So don't buy this crap. Don't buy any of this. Don't listen to Energy Science forum. This is a forum with full of people just promoting the technology that doesn't work. It's not a technology, it's a scam. It's scamonology. That's what it is, seriously. They kill your batteries just like they kill mine. The RPX and other units, I'm pretty sure this guy has never sold anything good. Everything was crap. These ones were sold and designed by John Bedini, but he never had any kind of devices. I talked to Rick Friedrich, who was working with John Bedini closely for a couple of years. He told me, I talked to him on the phone, he told me the company EnergenX never had anything free running inside, or he was inside when he was inside of John Bedini, Gary Bedini house. He never seen anything running there for free, any free energy devices, nothing. And he told me that John Bedini was laughing behind behind his doors at the public and the people, how gullible they are, that he's gonna give them, like what they're asking. So he was giving them something that they cannot test right away. Allegedly it works, but then your batteries keep on dying, and so on. So that's it for now. Thank you for everyone, and sign up down at my channel, look up my links, go to my first video, read my communication correspondence with Air Murakami. You will see all the truth. I'm telling him all the truth about my chargers, about the problems, and see how he's belittling me, how he is putting me down in front of everybody in the forum, publicly insulting me, saying I'm psychotic, saying I should be in a straitjacket, I am delusional. he is totally out of line. And this guy is supposed to be a professional, you know, who is selling these devices. But obviously, when you read the comments like that, people shouldn't be making these comments. When the company is like this, you should run away from the company and you should be asking your money back. And also, guys, I want to ask you, if you purchased a RPX, if you purchased some kind of units that that you believed were based on Rive technology, that were based on curing something, because you bought it from Tesla chargers or from Aaron Murakami, from this AP Associates, from his books and so on. So contact me. We'll find the FDA complaint about the products that he's selling that deceiving people and scamming people. So have a good day and good luck, everybody.